أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to the 13th class of G4 Holy Qur'an Recitation Course for Muta'allimat. I hope you all are doing well by the grace of Allah. Jazakumullah for everyone to come on time. I am your day teacher today and will be assisted by the teaching assistant and the support teacher. Before we start the class, please ensure that you have maintained respect for the Holy Qur'an by performing wudu, covering your head, sitting in a quiet room, and also make sure that you have logged in with your correct ID and switched off your camera and microphone. So now we will start our class with a prayer, and I would request ST to unmute a student for that.
G4 353.
G4 353. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Hope you are doing well. So,
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So can you start with Ta'awuz and Tasmiyah?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أنت ولينا فاغفر لنا وارحمنا وأنت خير الغافرين واكتب لنا في هذه الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة إنا هدنا إليك
MashaAllah, you have recited very well. The translation, please.
Thou art our protector. Forgive us then and have mercy on us. For thou art the best of those who forgive, and ordain for us good in this world as well as in the next. We have turned to thee with repentance.
MashaAllah, you have recited well. Just a small correction over here. So there will be an idgham over here. So hasanatan wa fi.
Hasanatan wa fi.
Excellent, MashaAllah. Jazakumullah.
Exactly.
Okay, so now we will move on to the hadith. And ST, can I have another student for the hadith?
G4 314.
G4 314. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Can you do the hadith, please? Start with Surah Al-Sharif.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim. Innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. An Abi Lubabata Bashir ibn Abdul Munzir radiyallahu anhu anna nabiyya sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam qala man lam yataghanna bil-Qur'ani falaysa minna. Hazrat Abi Musa narrates that the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the one who does not recite the Quran melodiously is not from among us, i.e. not on our way. Al-Bukhari number 7527.
Jazakumullah. Now we will go on to the Malfuzat, and ST, can I request another student for Malfuzat?
G4 365.
G4 365. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum Assalam. Can you read the Malfuzat, please?
जी औज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम. Study the Quran with deep contemplation and hold it very dear. Love it more than anything else. God has said to me, Al khairu kullahu fil Quran, meaning all good is contained in the Quran. This is the truth. Pity those who favor anything besides it. The fountainhead of all your prosperity and salvation lies in the Quran. Noah's Ark, page 44.
Jazakumullah. Jazakumullah for reciting the Malfuzat. So now we are going to the quiz, and I would hand over to the TA to conduct the quiz.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum Assalam.
Okay, let's start the quiz, and it is about some questions. It contains some questions about the Holy Quran. So, question number 1 for today is, when is it forbidden to recite the Holy Quran? Options are A, at midnight, B, after Asr prayer, C, at noon, or D, none of them. ST, please unmute an ID for the answer.
G4 351.
G4 351. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Okay, what's the correct option in your opinion?
Is it D, none of them?
Jazakillah, and your answer is correct. Well done. We can recite the Holy Quran in any part of the day. Question number 2. What is the sign for compulsory stop in the text of the Holy Quran? A, Jim, B, Mim, C, Ta, or D, Za? ST, we need another ID for the answer.
G4 358.
G4 358. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
So what is the correct option in your opinion?
I think is meme, number B.
B. Jazakillah, and your answer is correct. So meme is the sign where we should where we must stop during the recitation. Well done, your answer is correct. Let's move on to another question. So the question is, in which chapter or surah of the Holy Quran Allah has chosen Islam as our religion? The options are A, Suratul Maida, B, Suratul Ahzab, C, Muhammad, or D, Suratul Mu'minun. ST, we need one more ID.
G4 367.
G4 367. Assalamu alaikum. G4 367. Okay, Steve, we can have someone else for the answer.
G4 361.
G4 361. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Walaikum assalam.
Okay, so what is the correct option in your opinion?
In my opinion is D, Surat Al-Mu'minun.
Suratul Mu'minun. Okay, let's check the correct answer, and it is Suratul Maida. Okay, so this is the chapter where Allah tells us that He has chosen Islam as a religion. Jazakillah for your good try. Okay, next question of today's quiz is, how many prophets are mentioned in the Quran according to Tafsir-e-Saghir? Options are A, 29 prophets, B, 31, C, 26, or option D, 27. ST, could you please unmute another ID for the answer?
G4372.
G4372. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am not sure about it.
Mhm.
I don't
Any
know.
good guess?
Maybe 27. I'm not sure.
Mhm. Okay, you are saying option D is correct, 27. Let's see the answer, and you were very close. The answer is C, 26 prophets have been mentioned in the Holy Quran according to Tafsir-e-Saghir. Anyways, mashallah, you tried well. And last question of our quiz is, which of the following group of people has not been mentioned in Surah Al-Fatihah? Options are A, the blessed, B, those deviated from the right path, C, the cursed, or D, the hypocrites. ST, we need last ID for our quiz.
G4375.
G4375. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Okay, which option would you like to choose for the answer?
D, the hypocrites.
D, the hypocrites. Let's check the answer, and you are right, mashallah. So the hypocrites have not been mentioned in Surah Al-Fatihah. Okay, rest of these options are there. These groups are there. They have been mentioned in the Holy Quran, A, B, and C option. But the hypocrites have not been mentioned there. Jazakillah, your answer is correct. Okay, this concludes our today's quiz. So let's go back to our DT. Jazakumullah.
Jazakumullah TA. That was a very informative quiz. So now we are going to do today's lesson. Before that, we will quickly go through the recap of what we have learned till now. So we started with the short vowels. We have learned about Fatha, Kasra, and Dhamma, that we should prolong them only for 1 second. Then we learned about Mushaddad letters, that is letters bearing the sign of Shadda, and you have to make a stress on that letter. Then we learned about Gunna, that is a special case of Mushaddad letter, that is Noon Mushaddad and Mim Mushaddad, where you have to make a strong nasal sound for 2 seconds. Then we learned about letters of Mad, that is Alif, Waw, and Ya. And these letters in such conditions have to be prolonged for 2 seconds. And then we learned about the soft elongation or Madde Leen, and we learned about the 2 letters of Leen, which are Waw Sakin and Ya Sakin, which also need to be softly prolonged for 2 seconds. And then we learned about the rule of Qalqala, the 5 letters of Qalqala. For ease, we learn it as Qutubu Jaddin. And we learned that we have to make a jerking sound on these letters. And then we learned about Izhar, the 7 letters of Izhar, or also known as the letters of throat, Huruf-e Halqi. And these letters, when they come after Noon Sakin or Tanween, you have to clearly pronounce the sound of Noon Sakin or Tanween without prolonging them. And also we learned the rule of Izhar of Mim Sakin, where letters other than Ba or Mim, which when comes after Mim Sakin, have to be clearly pronounced without prolonging. Then we learned about the rule of Idgham of Noon Sakin and Tanween, where there were 6 letters. 4 letters have to be partially assimilated when it is preceded by a Noon Sakin or Tanween. That is, the letters are Ya, Noon, Mim, and Wa, and 2 letters which are Lam and Ra, which when they comes after Noon Sakin or Tanween, you have to completely assimilate. And then we learned about Madde Saghir and Madde Kabir. Madde Saghir, which has to be prolonged from 3 to 5 seconds, and Madde Kabir, which has to be pronounced from 4 to 6 seconds. And also we learned about the rule of Idgham of Lam Sakin, and we learned about the letters of the sun letters and the moon letters. So now today we are going to learn about another rule which is known as Iqlab, and we will also see miniature meme today. So let us see what Iqlab means. So Iqlab means to change. So if Noon Sakin or Tanween appears before the letter Ba, then it will change into a Meme Sakin, and this meme will be pronounced for 2 counts. Okay. So when Meme Sakin or Noon Sakin or Tanween appears before the letter Ba, it will change into a Meme Sakin, and this meme will be pronounced for 2 counts. So there is only one letter for the rule of Iqlab. So the harf al-Iqlab is the letter Ba. Okay. So whenever a Noon Sakin or Tanween appears before this letter Ba, it will be changed. The Noon Sakin or Tanween will be changed into a Meme Sakin. So in the Quranic text, a miniature meme is also placed in such words to facilitate the readers. This mini meme is known as miniature meme or meme maqluba. Okay. So for example, if you see these 2 words, okay, so there is a Noon Sakin over here, and it is followed by Ba, the letter Ba. So on top of it, you can see a small, the small meme on top of it. So what will happen is this Noon Sakin sound will be changed into a meme sound, right? So in order to facilitate, in order to make you remember that in Quranic text, the small meme is also sometimes written on top of it. This is known as meme maqluba. So this will be read as mim baini. Okay. So a 2-second sound of meme have to be produced here. And this noon sound will be completely changed into a meme sound. That's why the rule is known as Iqlab or change. Okay. So this meme will be pronounced instead of the Noon Sakin or Tanween. Now we will see some of the examples of Iqlab, and ST, can I have a student on mic to practice Iqlab?
And G4 427.
G4 427. Assalamu alaikum. G4 427. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Hope you are doing well. So can you start with Tawz and Tasniya and read this first row of words?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ضلال بعيد.
Excellent. And if you're stopping over here?
بعيد.
Excellent. Okay, so you now know which rule you have applied here, right?
Yes, the Iqlab.
Yes, the Iqlab rule. So here you can see there is a tanween. Okay, there is a kasratain, right? So, and it is followed by a ba. So this sound will be completely changed into a meme sound, right? And it will be prolonged for 2 seconds. And you did it correctly as well, mashallah. So can you read this word as well?
Mimba'in.
Can you look once again closer here?
Mim ban.
Okay, if you're not able to correctly see, this is a ayn over here, followed by a dal. Mim ba'di.
Mim ba'di.
Okay, I have enlarged it a bit more. Okay, so can you read the next word?
Alimum bi-dhat.
Okay, excellent. Okay, make sure you read it, continuously. So I think you just breaked over here. So can you just try once again?
Alimum bidat.
Excellent, mashallah. Now this one.
Min bainikum.
Okay, mashallah. Min bainikum.
Min bainikum.
Excellent, mashallah. Okay, try to read it continuously without breaking. Mashallah, you did very well, and you did the rule of iqlab and you applied it for noon sakin as well as tanween. Okay, jazakumullah.
Jazakallah.
Jazakumullah. Okay, ST, can I have another student for practice?
G4428.
G4428. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Hope you are doing well and you understood the rule of iqlab as well.
Yeah.
Mashallah. Okay, so can you try this row after ta'awuz and tasmiyah?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سنبلات.
Excellent, mashallah. So can you just explain me how did you apply the rule of iqlab over here?
Okay, because there's a noon sakin and the letter after it is a ba.
Yes.
So in that case, we apply the rule of iqlab.
Excellent,
Instead of
mashallah.
the noon sound, we use the mim sound.
Excellent, mashallah. And you also notice that there is a miniature meme over here, right?
Yeah.
Yes, mashallah. Okay, so you did it very well, mashallah. Can you read the second word, please?
Tambutu.
Excellent. Make sure you make the sound for 2 seconds, the meme sound. Okay?
Okay. Tambutu.
Excellent, mashallah. Now, these two words.
Mim buyutikum.
Min buyutikum.
Mim buyutikum.
Excellent, mashallah. You have to maintain that 2 seconds on the meme sound. This one, please.
Mim ba'di.
Excellent, mashallah. The last word.
Ambatat.
Excellent, mashallah. You have recited very well. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. Jazakumullah. Okay. So, ST, can I have another student, please?
G4365.
G4365. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Jazakumullah for coming to the mic and hope you're doing well. Okay, can you start with the ta'awuz and tasmiyah and read this row, please?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والله عليم بالظالمين.
Excellent. Excellent, mashallah. So you have applied which rule over here?
إقلاب.
Iqlab, mashallah. So there is a tanween on top of meen and it is followed by a ba, right?
Ba.
So you
Ji.
applied the rule of iqlab and you changed the sound of tanween over here into a meen sound.
Ji.
Yes, mashallah. And can you tell me what rule you applied over here?
It's Fatash Bhaiya, so for 2 counts we have to extend it.
Excellent. And do you think any specialty for the lam over here?
It's a lam jalala ji. When it is when the preceding letter got a fatah or a dhamma, then it's sounded in a thick lam.
Excellent, mashallah. Jazakumullah for that. Okay, so can you read this word now, please?
Ji. Fattiba'um bil ma'roof.
Bil ma'roof.
Bil ma'roof.
Excellent. Make sure you do the ayn sound over here, the throat letter. Okay.
Ji.
Okay, and over here you have to make a 2 seconds.
2
So-
seconds.
Yes, mashallah. And can you read this last words also?
Okay. Wallahu ra'ufum bil ibad.
Excellent, mashallah. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic, and assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Okay, so now our time for practicing the surah has come, and I would now hand over to the TA for practicing the Surah Al-Furqan.
Assalamu alaikum. I am
Walaikum
sharing
salam.
my screen.
Okay.
Okay, can you see it now?
Yes, I can see the screen now. Jazakumullah.
Sakila. Okay, ST, can we have a participant for the surah practice?
G4314.
G4314. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Okay, could you please start off with Tawuz Tasmiyah?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Okay, you can start from here.
ولقد آتينا موسى الكتاب وجعلنا معه أخاه هارون وزيرا.
Jazakallah. Okay. Mashallah, you recited well. I have a few questions for you. Okay, can you see this Ya Sakin?
Yes.
Okay, what's special in this Ya Sakin?
It's the Yalin rule.
Well done. And how did you recognize it's Ya of Lean?
It's a Ya Sakin and it's preceded by a Fatha letter.
Well done, mashallah. Whenever Ya Sakin is preceded by a maftuh letter, then it will be recited softly. It will pronounce softly, and it is called Yailin. Well done. And other question for you. Can you point out any example of Ya Mad? In this verse?
Yamad. I'm not too
Okay.
sure.
Is this Yailin or Yamad?
It's Yamad.
Well done, because you can see the difference. This Ya is preceded by a maftu letter, and this Ya is preceded by a maksu letter. So the Ya Sakin, which is preceded by a maksu letter, is called Yamad. Okay, and for the information of all the students, we can find all the examples of mad letters in this specific verse. Like you can see, Ya mad is here, then here Vaw Sakin. Another lean letter, another mad letter, Vaw mad, because it is preceded by a maftuh letter. And what about this blank alif? Which type of alif is it?
It's a blank alif.
Yes. And which rules apply? Which rule applies on this alif? It is alif of. It is alif mad, okay, because it is preceded by a maftuh letter. So you can find all three examples of mad letters here: alif mad, waw mad, and ya mad, right?
Yes.
Jazakillah. Anyways, well done, mashallah, you recited so well. Would you please repeat your ID?
G4314.
Okay, G4314, Jazakillah, well done. ST, please unmute another ID.
G4329.
G4 329. Assalamu alaikum. G4 329. Okay. She's not
G4
here.
361.
G4 361. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam rahmatullah.
Jazakallah for coming on the mic. Okay, could you please start with Ta'abuz and Tasmiyah?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Okay.
فقلنا اذهبا إلى القوم الذين كذبوا بآياتنا فدمرناهم تدميرا.
Jazakallah. Okay. Do you know about this mud? Which type of mud is it?
Big mud.
It is Mad-e-Saghir, I think. DT, can you recognize? Is it Mad-e-Saghir or Kabir? I can't see other example of mud.
Assalamu alaikum. Yes, it is a Mad-e-Saghir.
Okay. Yes,
It's
it
a
is
small one.
Mad-e-Saghir. Yes, the small one. Okay. There is just one correction, I think, in your recitation. How did you recite from here?
فدمرناهم تدميرا.
Okay, so you can see a mim mushaddad here, right?
Yeah.
So we should pronounce a mushaddad letter with the stress, especially mim mushaddad and noon mushaddad. Okay, so how will we pronounce it? Fadammarnahum. Okay, try it.
فدمرناهم.
Okay, try to give stress on meme. Okay, fadammarnahum.
فدمرناهم.
Okay, and what about this ra while stopping? How should we pronounce it?
Mira.
Okay, the complete word is tadmira. Okay.
Tadmira.
Right. So we will change the tanween of ra into maftura. Okay, and it is followed by a blank alif. So this alif will take this part into mud letter. Okay.
Okay.
So the rule of mud will apply on this part. So you have to pronounce this ra with a thick sound because we will change its tanween into a fatha. So it is tadmira.
Tadmira.
And in your tasmiyah, I noticed you had to pronounce this ra with the thick sound as well. Here as well, and here as well. All of these ras are carrying mushaddad, ashadda, and fatha as well. So these three ras will be pronounced in a thick sound, like Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Okay. You can try it one more time.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
That's better. Anyways, Jazakallah, G4 361.
Thank you. Jazakallah.
Well done. Okay, ST, can we have an other ID?
G4 373.
G4 373. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Okay, you can start after Ta'awuz and Tasmiyah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Okay, start from here.
وقوم نوح لما كذبوا الرسل أغرقناهم وجعلناهم للناس آية وأعتدنا للظالمين عذابا عليما.
Jazakillah. Okay.
Should I read more?
No, I think that's enough for today. Okay. You stopped here, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then you repeat it from here, I think.
Yes.
So it is allowed to start from va, okay, because this starts another complete sentence of the within the verse, okay.
Okay.
Then you can also start from va without repeating the previous word, like waja'alnahum. You can start from here if you are stopping here, okay. And okay, okay, here in the last bit of the verse, do you know which rule apply on this tanween and the following letter?
Is the nasal sound ban noon noon
Okay, should we pronounce this tanween with the nasal
Tanween.
sound or clear sound?
Yes, nasal sound azaban.
Okay, we should pronounce it with a clear sound. Okay,
Yes.
this is idghame kamil without any
Kamil.
nasal sound. Okay, so
Okay.
this noon of tanween should be pronounced clearly, azaban alima, because the following letter is a throat letter or the letter of izhar, right? And mashallah, rest of the recitation is good. Jazakillah. G4 373 for the recitation. ST, we need another ID for the recitation. Jazakillah.
G4 375.
G4 375. Assalamu alaikum. G4 375. Okay, ST, we can choose another ID.
G4 393.
G4. Okay. Wa alaikum assalam. It's G4 393.
G. Islam. Yes.
Okay. G4 393. You can start the recitation with Tabuz and Tasmiyah.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Okay, start from here.
وعادا وثمودا وأصحاب الرس وقرونا بين ذلك كثيرا.
Jazakillah. Okay, one thing, when you are making when you are stopping here,
okay,
so you had to change this kaf into a kaf sakin. Okay.
Zalik.
And it's better to continue because only one letter is left. Bayna zalika kasira. Okay. Okay. But if you are in short of breath, then don't forget to change mutaharrik letter into a sakin letter.
Okay.
So this kaf can be changed in the kaf sakin. Okay, let's see your tabuz and tasmiyah. Okay, here, are you familiar with this lam in the word of Allah? What is it called?
We don't need to take it. We have to read it off.
Not all the time. Okay, it is lamul jalala. The lam in the word Allah is called lamul jalala. If it's previous vowel letter is carrying a fatha, then you can pronounce it with a thick sound. But here you can see its previous vowel letter or previous mutharak letter is maksur letter. It has dhamma underneath it, and here again lamul jalala's previous mutaharrik letter has kasra underneath it. So in this case, in both of these cases, we have to pronounce this lam with a thin sound. Okay. So how would you apply this rule on ta'awuz now?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Well done, you are correct.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Jazakillah. So remember, whenever there is a kasra before the word Allah, so you have to pronounce its lam with a thin sound or as a normal lam. Jazakillah. And what about this alif? You can you see a cross on it?
I think we don't need to prolong it.
Yes, and I think you prolonged this
Yes,
dal
yes.
and made it alif mad, which is not correct. Okay. How would you recite up to here only?
وعادا وثمودا.
Okay. وعادا وثمود. Right?
وعادا وثمودا.
Yes, and if you are pausing, then you can prolong it. And because next letter is wa, and you can continue from here without repeating previous letter. And what about this tiny meme, miniature meme? What is this?
We just had this in today's class, but
well done. Yes, this is our today's lesson. This was our today's lesson, and what we learned. This is called. This rule is called the rule of.
I forgot the name.
Iqlab.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, you can revise it you can revise it later. Okay, by watching our videos of this class. Okay. Whenever noon sakin or tanween is followed by ba letter, then the noon sound of tanween or noon sakin will change into meme sound. So this miniature meme is here to make you realize or remember this rule, to apply this rule. Okay, so here you have tanween on top of the noon. So this tanween sound, the noon sound, will change into meme sound. How? Vaqurunam baina.
Vakurunam baina.
Yes, prolonged nasal sound. Okay, we will apply this rule like this. Vaqurunam baina zalika kasira. Okay, you can try one more time.
Vakurunam baina zalika kasira.
Well done, mashallah. Good. Okay, Jazakillah for the recitation. G4393. Okay, ST, can we have another ID?
G4375.
G4375. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, she wasn't responding a few minutes ago. We can try another ID.
G4329.
G4329. Assalamu alaikum. G4329.
G4387.
G4387. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Finally, okay. G4387. Could you please recite
please.
with tabuz and tasmiya?
Yes, please. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Well done. Okay, you can start from here.
وَكُلًّا 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 ضَرَبْنَا لَهُ الْأَمْثَالَ وَكُلًّا تَبَّرْنَا تَتْبِيرًا.
Jazakillah. Mashallah, you tried well. Okay. I noticed that you try to change this tanween into this noon into a ba sound. But the rule of iqlab doesn't apply here because the following letter is not a ba. Okay, it is dad and it is the letter of ikhfa. Okay, we will conceal the noon sound here. We will learn inshallah about ikhfa rule later in our coming classes. But here, how would we pronounce this tanween? Wa kullan darabna. Okay,
with a vowel sound.
we will do a gunna sound, not wow. Kullang, light nasal sound. Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to try one more time up to here?
وَكُلًّا ضَرَبْنَا.
Well done, mashallah. You pronounce it correctly this time. And here, if you are stopping on za mark, then you had to repeat from any meaningful word like darabana lahu, or at least from lahu. Okay.
Okay.
So can you try one more time starting from here and make sure you are not stopping here. Okay.
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 ضربنا له الأمثال وكلا تبرنا تتبيرا.
Okay, so Jazakallah. Bakullang, again nasal sound, light nasal sound for 2 seconds. You have to prolong this nasal sound for 2 seconds. Bakullang. And here ba mushaddad, so it should be pronounced with a stress. Okay, clearly but with a stress. Tabbarna.
تبرنا تتبيرا.
Good, mashallah, but this ta is not letter of jerk or jerking letter. Okay. Other ta is like this is letter of jerking letter, but we should not pronounce ta as a jerking letter. So how would you pronounce this word? Try one more time.
تتبيرا.
Perfect. Now you recited it without any jerk. Tatbira. Right?
Okay.
Okay. Jazakallah, mashallah. Well done. G4 387. Okay. ST, can we have another ID?
G4 394.
G4 394. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
Okay. G4 394. Could you please start after Tabuz and Tasmiyah?
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Okay. You can start from here.
Okay. Walakad. Okay. Walakad.
Okay, wait for a
Is
while.
it walakad?
Yes, walaqad. Yes.
Okay. Walakad atau alil التي أمطرت مطر السوء أفلم يكونوا يرونها بل كانوا لا يرجون نشورا.
Well done, Jazakallah, mashallah. You recited so well. I noticed only one mistake, which is counted as a major mistake, and it is changing the strokes. Okay, so I think you change this maftuh lam into I think a maksur lam. So it is alal qariyah.
Okay. Alil qariyah.
Alal qariyah.
Alil.
Alal. Okay, you can see a fatha on
Alal.
lam.
Okay.
Yes,
Alal.
yes.
Qariyah.
Alal qariyah.
Alil qariyah.
Yes, well done. And what about this ra? Should we pronounce it in a thick sound or in a thin sound?
A thin sound.
Thick or
Because of
thin?
this. Pardon?
Which one? Thick or thin?
It's thin.
Thick. The answer is the thick sound because ra is carrying a fatha stroke. Whenever ra is carrying a fatha stroke or dhamma stroke, or it is a ra sakin and its previous letter is carrying fatha and dhamma stroke, then we should pronounce it with a thick sound. Okay, well done. And same rule applies on this ra, because when we will make a stop here, we will change this tanween into a fatha. And how would we pronounce this word? Can you try again?
Nushura.
Yes, just prolong the sound of sheen. Nushura.
Nushura.
And why we prolong the sound of sheen? Because it is followed by a vasakin. Okay. Whenever vasakin's previous letter is carrying a dhamma, we will prolong the letter for 2 seconds. Okay. Nushura. Anyways, Jazakallah. Mashallah, you recited very well. Now it is time to hand over the mic back to DT again, because we are left with a few minutes. So Jazakumullah everyone. So back to you, DT.
Okay, Jazakumullah. Let me share my screen. Hope it is visible now.
Yes.
Okay, Jazakumullah. So today we have learned the rule of iqlab, and that is to change. And we also learned about the miniature meme. So now we are going to the ending prayer, and I request ST to unmute a student for the ending prayer.
G4 342.
G4 342. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Would you please recite the ending prayer? Pray after reciting the Holy Quran.
Yes.
After Ta'awudh.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم آنس وحشتي في قبري اللهم ارحمني بالقرآن العظيم واجعله لي إماما ونورا وهدى ورحمة اللهم ذكرني منه ما نسيت وعلمني منه ما جهلت وارزقني تلاوته آناء الليل والنهار واجعله لي حجة يا رب العالمين. آمين.
MashaAllah, you have recited very well. Only one thing I have noted is over here, you missed out the Fathish Baya.
Yes, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so you have to make sure you make that sound for 2 seconds.
Yes.
Also, the meme over here, here, and over here, make sure you make that for 2 seconds. MashaAllah, otherwise you have recited very well.
Yeah.
Jazakumullah now to all the participants who have participated in the class, and I request you all to practice all the rules that we have taught you till now in your daily tilawat. Jazakumullah wa ahsanal jaza, and inshallah we will see you in the next class. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.